Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode here on Over a Couple of Drinks Presents The Regulars. I'm one of your regulars, Bill Henning, and with me is my co-host for this, Chris Kraus.
Hello.
Yeah, so basically, for real quick, this is we're going to do these, I wouldn't say weekly, I say multiple times a week, I guess.
Yeah, sounds right.
We're just going to recap what the episode of whatever show we're watching. This is S.H.I.E.L.D. We plan on, when I eventually catch up to Flash, doing Flash. If I ever catch up to Arrow.
It's a lot more.
And I mean, even if I don't, Kraus can do it. He's good. We can get other people on. We plan on doing Game of Thrones, and especially since Daredevil is coming out Friday.
Oh, so excited.
Yeah. No, except the whole season's coming out, all 12 episodes. We're not going to do all 12 episodes in one thing. We're gonna savor it. All right, we're gonna do 3 episodes, 3 episodes, 3 episodes.
Fine wine.
Yeah,
it's like a fine wine.
Well, if this is a breakdown, we don't want to bum rush it. Okay.
It's true. That's very true. That's a good example.
Yeah. So let's talk about tonight's episode, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode 16, was it?
Yes, episode 16.
Called Afterlife. So.
Yes. So named for the place Sky was located in.
Yeah,
right?
where all the Inhumans are, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So, what'd you think of it, first of all? Just overall.
Good episode. Overall.
Episode.
First impression, very good episode. Honestly, this show has just been steadily getting better. Ever since the end of season 1. Honestly, it's been consistently getting better.
I would say
this
since Hydra Drop, it got better.
Yeah. Ever since Hydra Drop, it got so much better, and it has only gotten better with every episode. I really feel.
Yeah, and I was a little worried about the jump from mid-season break. I was because I was impressed with everything they were doing in the first season. The first chunk of the season, and I was worried about how some of the characters played out, because a lot of the new characters have grown a lot, and it's very interesting. Very interesting. I like everything that's going on. I'm trying to be vague, but I realize this is a spoiler show, so never mind.
Screw it.
Let's just go into the episode, okay? We got a Coulson Hunter team up, which I think it's fair to say Hunter is my favorite new character.
Yeah, I was really trying to figure. I was kind of surprised they were throwing him in there, but that guy, he's just got a charisma. You just like to watch him.
Yeah, he's the everyman. He's the Han Solo of the group. All right. I love the talks about just drinking whiskey or whatever it was.
I know. Yeah. But what you'll bring whiskey with you everywhere. I never know when I'm going to need to stay warm on a cold night. What's the other shot glass for? For the person who's going to keep me warm,
It's just it's a great line, and he's just a very the first episode you see him and you don't know about him. You're not sure about how you feel about him, and then he doesn't turn Coulson in for Talbot, which you're like, okay, I like this guy, and then he didn't kind of do anything. I mean, he was here or there. But last week's episode,
the love story thing with him and Bobby,
it was good because you're like, oh, they were married, now they're back together. Okay, whatever. And then it was torn apart by new S.H.I.E.L.D., old S.H.I.E.L.D. thing. I don't know what we want to call that. New S.H.I.E.L.D. versus
new
Coulson.
S.H.I.E.L.D.
Dumb name, but I like everything they're doing with it. I really do.
Yeah,
you get this.
I do too.
You get this feeling. Last episode, it wasn't so. It was very black and white. All right, I don't remember the guy's name. I just know he's Charlie from Fringe, the bald
Charlie
guy.
from Fringe. Oh yeah.
He you can clearly tell he's the bad apple. You kind of got a feel of what new S.H.I.E.L.D. is trying to do with powers. But this episode, they did a really good job with what's his name? Almost? No,
Edward James Almost. Yeah.
Admiral Adama, please. he did a really good job this episode, making the lines between S.H.I.E.L.D. very, very gray.
Yes. Yeah. That's my big. Yeah, that's the thing that I've really enjoyed because, Robbie, our buddy, for anyone who's listening, it was very, very much against some of the people who were working for New S.H.I.E.L.D. Bobby and Mac.
Yeah.
And I said, it's easy to think that way and go, they're fucking stupid or whatever. to stop and think and go, okay, let's look at this from an outside view. I can understand where the guy's coming from. It's like, looking at this, Coulson looked like he went nuts for a while there.
Especially that this feeds into how Mac acted after being taken over.
Yes, yeah.
I really like the misinformation that's being played by one side or the other because they're trying to guess what they're doing and being spies, that they're not realizing that they're tearing each other apart. By them going, well, is Coulson really doing this? And them going, well, he moved Sky, so we had to make a move. And you're like, you realize he moved Sky for Sky's own good, not to do a power play.
Yeah. But I like the mirroring that we have here. How Coulson played Hydra against itself to basically take out a bunch of their generals. Was it 5-6 episodes ago?
Yeah, and now
in a way, it's happening to S.H.I.E.L.D. You know.
Yeah.
So
it's interesting. I like it. And boy, did we have some twists today, folks.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to take first? Your favorite character from season 1 or the big twist of the family member?
I'll go with the family member twist first, just because.
Out of nowhere, Sky's mom is alive.
Right. And you're just going, like. And I even had to have a moment where I'm like, wait, when she showed up, I'm like, is that?
Yeah.
Is that her? And then she shows up with her dad, and we're going, whoa. Okay.
It's clearly that when Sky's dad got brought over, he when he said it's not up for me to decide. What was it? What's the blind guy called?
Oh, I just blanked on his name. I forgot his name too.
His nickname was Gordo.
Gordo, yeah.
It's not his name, man. We're bad.
Gordon. Was his name Gordon?
Gordon.
Yeah.
When Gordon brought him over, he said, it's not up for me to decide. It was clearly then that Sky's dad met Sky's mom again. Which, I love her. I loved her since Dollhouse. She's great. I don't remember her name because I'm bad with names. If you watch the podcast, you'll know.
Well, obviously Sky's dad has known she's alive because he didn't react like he didn't know.
Yeah, for at least a bit, which I think that's when he was brought to Afterlife, which it was called, that he found out that she's alive. Because if he knew she was alive, he wouldn't have gone on that Whitehall hunt.
That's what I didn't think, unless it really was just revenge for what he did to her.
Maybe.
Because we don't know how much that messed her up.
Yeah, that's true. We do see a lot of scarring.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. She has some real regenerative powers.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think it's great. I like it. I like it a lot, and it's only going to get better. And that's the thing. A lot of things are going to get better, and that's a good sign for a show like this. They're not holding on to their secrets so much. They're going, we're giving you stuff.
Yeah, that was my biggest thing. The fact that they're not taking these secrets that lesser shows will really drag out and milk to the point where you're like, just get it over with already.
Which was like a big problem in Lost.
Arrow did it a little bit this past season. It's just things like the will they, won't they, or just with secrets that were like, come on, just freaking get over it already.
Even S.H.I.E.L.D. season 1 to a degree, but you had to realize they were waiting for Captain.
Their hands were kind of tied. Yeah,
but it's clear to see that they were like, oh, okay, we can't do it. But when you were watching it season to season, where so many people stopped, it was because they felt like they were holding on to too much and they couldn't tell you anything.
Yeah.
But now you kind of go back and, honestly, knowing about all the things about the Inhumans, it makes season 1 a lot better to watch because all the groundwork is there.
It is. All this stuff that we kind of thought were one-offs and were just random Monster of the Week episodes have started to connect a lot more. I'm still interested to see, because, obviously the Inhumans movie was supposed to happen sooner before Marvel acquired Spider-Man. And if that's going to affect the show or not.
Well, if it does, right now, it's in good hands.
Yes.
It's in great hands. Yeah. I like everything they're doing. Raina was back, and honestly, I like Raina back in the hood. I think her makeup could have been better, but I don't know how. It lacks her back. The hood is a great monster movie setup.
Yes, I'm definitely a fan of the less is more approach with her, and it's always more powerful to see someone react to what is scaring them than to actually see the thing that scares them.
Yes.
It's the classic Jaws. Spielberg. Might as well it's Spielberg again. Because Spielberg is who created it, basically. The reaction shots, whether it's awe or fear, are always more powerful when we just see them.
I think
seeing Sky's reaction was better than actually seeing Raina.
Yeah, exactly. I think they should have held that card because they showed it in the first episode, and that was not the first episode of this mid-season. But they should have held it. They should have held it until a big Reina episode.
Yeah,
but
that actually would have been kind of cool if they did it in this episode.
Yeah, because you would have been like, "What happened to Reina?" It just especially for like, oh God, what's his name, Gordo.
Yeah, Gordo.
Gordon.
He's freaking in Mortal Kombat right now, Goro.
When Gordon shows up and says, "Hello, beautiful," and we don't know what she looks like, it means something for him to say that. It's a very interesting line that could have been better, or whatever. But
yeah, that's a small thing.
I was actually the other twist was kind of obvious if you knew the pieces. When Coulson called for backup, I kind of knew who it was. I was hoping it was, and I'm really glad they brought him back because he he became such a great character from season 1.
Yes, yeah. Bringing Mike, Mike being Deathlock.
Deathlock is back, and as badass as ever.
Yes,
so
he is.
Good.
I really like him. Part of me is just wondering if they're still going to make him a villain, or if in this world that they're going to keep him as kind of this, a hero, more or less.
I feel like he played the villain part, and now he's going to kind of be this anti-hero kind of thing, where he's a blur the lines kind of guy, but he's working for Coulson, and Coulson knows he doesn't want him to kill, kind of thing. Yeah. That's the feel I was getting for, and the big payoff with him is that Coulson needs, actually another great character of this season, Grant Ward back.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Grant Ward will be back, and that'll be awesome.
He's it's funny because he was between him and Sky, and I still see people ripping on Sky all the time, and honestly,
why?
I'm not sure why. I don't know. There's definitely, especially in the online community, not to make a sweeping generalization, but I'm going to make one. Guys seem to really attack female characters if they do anything that they think is slightly, I don't know, undesirable. And so people really ripped Sky's character. And I was like, I thought she was fine. Maybe she's a little bit of a Mary Sue sometimes. But
she's our gateway into this world, all right?
Exactly. She's the point of view character.
She's actually the main character, in my opinion. And
she is. She's very much, we're experiencing this world through her.
And now that we know about S.H.I.E.L.D., it's easy to go, oh, now we can watch this character do things in S.H.I.E.L.D. Now she's bringing us into the Inhumans. I don't have a problem. Everything they're doing in Sky made her infinitely more entertaining and
exactly. And going off that, a lot of people ripped on Ward in season 1, said he was just cardboard cutout, blah blah blah.
It's a payoff.
Until the reveal, it's such a great payoff that he was like, "No, I played everybody.
And it's great.
They even reference it in the show when he reveals it. He's like, I played the Boy Scout."
Yeah. Even this season, where he 2 episodes ago, he says, "I tried being the meat and potato kind of guys. It didn't work." His character is the second most changed character, I would have to say, if not the first. It's tied between you and I are on the same page on this one.
Yes.
Fitz being a badass.
Fitz is, God, his character has gotten so much better. From so much better,
This season was so scary for Fitz because the beginning, you're like, oh God, I miss Fitz. And he had the whole split personality problem. And you're like, oh God, how is it going to happen with Simmons? And then Mac was great to bring him back into the fold. And honestly, Simmons was the one who suffered from the Fitz-Simmons break.
She was. Simmons was the one that really just the most unjustified character shift, and it really was after the mid-season break when she jumped into this all supers are bad mode for a little while.
Which is kind of why the thing today of her joining New S.H.I.E.L.D. almost worked too well.
Yeah,
you were like, oh God, here she goes again, and she drives Fitz away. And I honestly thought Fitz just stole the what is it, the black box or whatever it is? Well, I don't remember what they call it.
The Fury's little
toolbox. The toolbox.
Toolbox.
When I thought Fitz just stole it when he was throwing it around, kind of thing. I didn't know. I didn't know Simmons was in on it, which is good to see that them are coming back together. But I'm also worried that's going to neuter Fitz, because how many episodes in a row has Fitz had the moment of what we the audience want to say?
Yeah.
Too many.
That's true. Oh yeah, at least the past 3-4 episodes, he was the one saying things like, that basically he was saying what we as the audience wanted to say.
Yeah, and it's great.
Yeah.
So I'm a little worried about that, but them being away helps.
Yes.
I still don't know how I feel about New Shield. I like it a lot. I like again, this episode did a lot to reassure me that this is going to be a blurred line kind of thing.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
And I don't know if May's playing New Shield or not.
Yeah, because that was the nice thing to see with May and Coulson earlier, how May was like, "Look, Sky's dangerous.
Yeah,
We should get rid of her." It was kind of and not like in a bad way, but she's like, "It's just too dangerous." So it is. She's got that pragmatic part to her.
Yeah.
Um,
and
I did like the moment because I called her when she grabbed the gun.
Yeah.
I'm like, "He didn't freaking load it," and then that thing of him unloading it and unloading the chamber. No, I don't know. Maybe it was a freaking blank bullet, but I don't think so. I think he actually did load it.
That's the thing about his character. Is it Rodriguez? Is his name?
Yeah, I think.
We're just going to call him Admiral Adama, okay? When Adama did that, it showed a lot about his character, which makes me like him more, and it makes me hope for a future where the shields can meld together because he's a very interesting character.
Well, I'm wondering if this will play at all into Civil War somehow.
It might.
I'm wondering. Yeah, the two shields. I mean, it's an interesting concept, and I'd like to see it explored.
Yeah.
And now there's just so much open. The fact that they're going to do Civil War, and the fact that you have these two shield factions, and now also the fact that they have Spider-Man, and we all know had Norman Osborn in the comics became very involved with Shield.
We don't know what's.
And again, this is years down the line, but who knows if they drag this thing out for a while, it could be very interesting.
Well, the great thing about this is, a few years down the line, when you want to switch out the cast and crew, you can. You don't need to keep these crew when they're done. They can be done and be like, this is what another group of people are doing in Shield. And I think that will work.
Yes.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, basically Star Trek it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can Star Trek it.
Now it's not one way so much of everybody joining New Shield. We see Bobby, the Mockingbird, kind of sway towards going, "Did I do the right thing?"
Yeah.
Which is kind of going to be awesome. I'm just saying. This
I like that.
This episode is sort of, you could feel like a middle piece between story arcs, but it does so much right that you don't care.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't get any real big information this one. I mean, other than,
Sky's mom.
Sky's mom's being alive, and Sky might be in trouble with the Inhumans.
Yeah, that was interesting. The fact that, we're definitely getting a different view of who Sky's mother is as a person.
Yes. Instead of being like this messiah, I guess. I don't know.
Or just the victim, the typical, oh, my angelic wife was murdered, and so now I'm a crazy person stereotype,
We see a lot of things burning. And it's interesting to see. But all in all, we didn't get much out of this episode story-wise, but it was entertaining, and it was great. We didn't get a lot of action, but what we did was great. We got a lot of story building. I wonder when they're going to drop the true story behind the cavalry. They've been hinting at it at the last 3 or 4 episodes now.
Yeah, they have, and that's the one story arc that they've been holding on to for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it, because it's kind of a little bit of a running joke,
Yeah.
Before I was like, you just never know, but I like the fact that we revealed that May took down a super. Which is really interesting.
I wonder if it's going to be an Inhuman.
I was wondering that too. The Inhumans, there's just so many more questions I'm curious about that. Like, are we going to see any of the major Inhumans on the show? Is Black Bolt going to show up? Are they going to be involved? Kind of thing.
We just don't know. We don't know if they have them casted yet or not. If they do, they'll probably show up. And I am waiting for, the big people to show up. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. said he wanted to be on the show.
Well, and there was a picture that Greg Coulson tweeted with him and Jeremy Renner. And it looks like they were, I don't know if he was just with him at an event, but it looked like they were on set. So that's why part of me was hoping that he called Hawkeye.
That'd be pretty awesome. I mean,
I was hoping that Hawkeye was going to show up and be the one that helped him out in this episode.
If anything, we'll probably get Hawkeye on the season finale that leads us into Age of Ultron.
Yes, because they have said that this season will connect to Age of Ultron somehow.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how. Because right now I'm not sure how it connects, and And the lingering question, and I don't expect them to address it in the movie. We know Coulson's not going to be addressed in the movie. But are they going to have these guys come on to the show and at least with Tony?
Yeah,
Tony, realize that he's still alive.
I would love Thor to show up, personally.
We've had two. Yeah, we've had two Thor connected shows now. So
yeah, it's just actually three if you think about the one with the well.
You're right. Yeah.
So I mean, I would like to see these characters on here. I would like to see it meld a little bit more, and I would like to see this jump over into Daredevil and the Defenders a little bit more. We have our connection with the Absorbing Man being the one who killed Daredevil's father.
Yeah.
Which works, and I like it, but I want to see more anything. I don't care if it's like just a news headline in the background or something, but I need to know that other than saying, these connect, don't worry.
Yeah.
And like, okay, these connect because this is happening, but I need to know that the TV show is affecting the movies, which the movies are affecting everything else. It needs to all feed into each other. But
yeah, I want to see that. At least just a little bit more connectivity, and obviously they have to toe a line because they know that many more people watch the movies than watch the TV show.
Yeah.
So,
but
obviously you can't have old things, but you can still have little things in there.
Yeah, no.
That can go back and forth.
Exactly. I mean, you can be like Fury saying one of my top agents handed me this. I thought S.H.I.E.L.D. was gone. No, it's not gone. And be like, it's just signed by Agent May or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's all. All right.
That'd be great.
I think we covered everything this week for Afterlife, and we will catch you on the next episode of The Regulars where we talk about Daredevil, because that's going to be awesome.
So excited.
Take care, everybody. This is Bill from Over a Couple of Drinks. Don't forget to hit that like button, that comment about what you thought about the episode. Subscribe to us if you want to see more, and check out our YouTube page. YouTube? No, iTunes. iTunes page for the podcast. All right, that's our
one of those popular sites, right?
Our bi-weekly, our bi-weekly podcast that this guy has shown up on, but this is a way to kind of keep him in more, and we'll get the other guys on too. So you take care. I'm Bill. And this is Chris.
I'm Chris.
We'll see you later.
See ya.